It felt really good to get back in the gym. As you may or may not know, I don't know, like no one's watching, but the past 3 days I didn't have access to a gym, or I did, but it would have been pretty stupid for me to pay for a monthly membership at my local gym if I was only going to stay at my hometown for 3 days. So I decided to do some bodyweight exercises for those days. And it was 3 days, so I had to do all my body parts. I didn't get it all on film. I just kind of got the main compound stuff in, and it was fine. I felt like I got to do a decent amount of work to engage those muscles. But coming back to the gym, it felt great. I felt really I don't know. I guess joy is just the term. But there was a lot of feelings in the gym today. It was excited to be back, excited to have a barbell in my hands, but also a really tough session at the same time. But that didn't mean I didn't have fun. It was good. I felt good after the session, but I ended up doing back to the usual 140 for five times five, and those that was a tough compound. That was a tough moment today for sure. I could really feel the weight, especially when I went to 100. Uh, I felt like I had warmed up my back enough to just jump from 100 to 140. Um, and the 140, it did feel pretty heavy. It felt pretty heavy today, but not to the extent where I should have dropped it or anything. Still felt confident in the weight, still felt confident in my form, so that I wouldn't snap anything up. Uh, with that being said, the 3 days that I had left the gym for, hadn't been at the gym, I didn't expect strength to go down. And there's a lot of discussion about how much time does it take before you start losing your strength. And I think that depends on a number of factors, including your eating and sleeping and all that type of stuff, and also mentally, where you're at. But I also think it's obviously how much you work out. So if I'm going to the gym every day for the past, what is this, 35? I think this is day 35. And I've been hitting my lower back, every 3 days. Um, how long of a pause would I need before I see that, oh, I can't do 140 for 5 times 5 anymore on a good day? How long would that take? Um, the estimate is around 2 weeks before I start losing strength, apparently. And I think I'm not sure if this goes the same for actual size, actual muscle mass, but strength wise, I think that would go first before your actual mass. I'd have to read up more on this, but it did bring some interest because that was what I was thinking about when I was at home. Even though I knew I wasn't going to lose much to any strength, um, how would I try and maintain whatever I might like, the whatever little I lose in that time period? Um, but now coming back, I felt like even though I was feeling weak today, I feel like I could have felt like this on any other day throughout the past 35 days before I left for home. Um, and looking at the video now, I did have to hype myself up a bit more for these lifts because they were feeling heavy, but the form still seems good. Um, Still happy with the workout. And obviously, after these compounds, I move on to other things involving the back and then the arms, etc., etc., etc. But it was just something that came to my mind, something that I think is important if I want to keep doing this, and also not getting scared of losing strength and then ending up overtraining. Um, like I said, overtraining can lead to a number of just negative results, including injury. And if I don't listen to my body, if I want to just push through, I could end up staying out of the gym more than 3 days. I could stay out of the gym for 3 months if I break my back. Um, but I'm glad I could have got I can get these types of angles for the camera so I can actually see my back, because I can't when I'm actually lifting. I try to, but I can't focus on it because I'm moving so fast, or not fast, but I just can't stabilize myself. Um, yeah. Besides that, tired. Today was the day of travel as well, back from my home, away from home, I guess you'd say. Um, Yeah, just a bit drowsy. Got a lot to eat once I got back. Speaking of eating, maybe another factor would have been the fact that I had a entire goddamn pizza right before this workout, which I didn't think of till now. And that is usually something that I wait with. I usually give myself at least an hour and a half before I work out after a big meal. So that could be it. Who knows? Tomorrow is chest. I don't think chest will be affected at all. I think bench is going to stay the same because those push-ups that I did, body weight push-ups, that I did a lot of back home would, they felt like they attacked the chest pretty well. Um, so yeah, mainly just talking about the training today, mainly how my strength might be affected because of the 3 day break. But I don't think it's affected, period. I don't think there's anything that's really happened. If anything, it might be a good thing that I went to body weight. And that's something that I talked about, going from 5x5 to body weight for a couple days. But yeah, this is the final lift. Good workout. Happy to be back in the gym. Was happy to see the family. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.